LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Coach's Oil Change. Let me tell you dudes something. I'm going to tell you dudes something right now, okay? This video, I want to talk about boxing and bullies, okay? People, we got some bullies here in YouTube, in this sector of YouTube. We got some bullies. And the boxing librarian, I think he getting fed up. You know, he really is getting mad, man. And you know what? And I feel where he at, man. Because, you know what? We, for so long, it's like we've been taking this stuff for so long. And it's kind of like we just thought, at first, I just like, okay, well, trolls come and go. But see, then, you know, when you just ignore them, the magnitude of stuff get worse and worse and worse and worse. And they start doing even more wicked stuff, which is cool. Okay, which is cool. But see, whenever the boxing librarian, you know, he said, hey, let's debate. All of you guys, whoever want me, come get it. You don't hear nothing. I mean, you don't hear nothing. You can hear crickets pissing on a pile of Marquez piss. I mean, you can't hear anything. These dudes don't ever want it. They act like they ain't heard it. They ain't heard your call out. They act like they ain't heard nothing. Okay, but see, here's the thing. A bully is somebody they prey out fear. Pretty much, bullies are ineffective. Even if a bully could beat you up, and if you're not afraid of them, and if they know every time they see you, they got to fight to the death, they're not going to really want to mess with you too much more. They just not. Because they don't want to engage that kind of, they don't have that kind of stamina. See, bullies don't have no stamina, and I'm going to tell y'all this. See, they don't have stamina, and I'm going to tell y'all this story, and I'm going to tell you how it relates. And I've told this story before. It was this girl, she went to my high school, you know, very quiet. She never said much of anything to anybody, okay? She would wave hey every now and then. And, you know, they would call this girl all kind of names. But it was this group of 3 girls. And you know what? They, for about 3 or 4 months, they terrorized this girl. They terrorized her, but she would ignore them, okay? So the first time they would do it, they would just call her names. You know, this girl, ooh, she ugly. Look at her hair tangled up. Look at her hair. And really, she really wasn't ugly, you know. They were just trying to say, there's something about this girl they were jealous of, because she really wasn't ugly, you know. She wasn't ugly at all. But they just didn't like the fact that she was peaceful and didn't speak. So they would just say little stuff to her. Then it went to, you know, they would come and smack in the back of the head. I know you hear me talking to you. Oh, I know you hear me, you know, girl popping her lip, all this stuff. I know you hear me talking to you. She hear me, you know, just messing with the girl. Okay, so the girl still never did anything with them smacking her in the back of the head. And they were doing that for months. So finally, you know, one of the girls kind of had an idea. They were over there talking to each other and looking at it. I said, yo, I told one of my boys, I said, something finna go down. So they took this girl book and they threw her book into a toilet. They took it and threw it into a toilet full of piss in it. That girl took her glasses off. And I'll never forget this to this day. She took off her glasses. And when she took her glasses off, she stood up. And then the one girl said, what? I know you ain't finna do nothing. Man, that girl got up. You know, that girl was a 3rd-degree martial artist, man. This girl had like over 10 years of training. And we were 18 at the time. She had 10 years of training. I'm talking about brutal training, bone-breaking training. And she stood up and she punched the leader. The lead girl punched her right in her nose. And I'm talking about punched in her nose and broke her nose. Her whole face was covered in blood. I'll never forget this. Okay? And then after she broke her nose, she grabbed the girl by the hair. Grabbed her by the hair. And she took her hair and pushed her head into a locker. Now let me tell you how brutal this was. This girl opened the locker. She put her head in between the locker and the door, and she slammed her head in the door about 5 times. And then she took the girl and put her on the ground and started banging her head against the floor. This girl was out unconscious on her feet. It all happened so fast, y'all. It happened, I'm talking about split second. Then the next girl, she tried to call herself, you know, coming up in there. And man, this girl threw a kick, and I'll never forget this, man. She kicked this girl in the chest, knocked the wind out of her. And then she went behind her and choked her out. I'm talking about choked out. Guys, this happened. And so then by this time, you know, the girl who was getting choked out, she took her by the head and she started banging her head against the floor. I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about pools of blood everywhere. And so I said, yo, stop. You gonna kill these girls. You gonna kill them. And she said, good, that's what I want to do. I want to kill them. And man, you know, I had to hold her, man. I had to hold that girl back, man. I'm like literally had to hold her back. And you know, she calmed down, but man, you know, they took her to jail. But for what? You know what? This girl had been getting messed with all the time. She had been getting picked on all the time. You smacked her glasses off. And, you know, they used to talk about her hair and all this other stuff, how kinky it was. And, You know, and the girl, you know, had red hair, you know, and boy, they used to make fun of that. And, you know, I used to feel bad for her, man. But, you know, in school, man, you just didn't, if it wasn't your trouble, man, you didn't try nothing. You ain't do nothing, man. But when she beat them down, and then the third girl, I ain't tell you what she did. She ran. She said, only one of them dumb idiots was smart out of that group. That was the girl that ran. And I say all this to tell you something. See, everybody got a breaking point. Everybody got it. And these guys, I know boxing librarian, they push that breaking point. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? It's been a lot of times that I've thought about just going against my, you know, who I am and what I believe. And yeah, it's been a lot of information going on about a lot of these guys. I'm talking about, it's a lot of stuff. Like, I know actually stuff about these guys. I know where some of them live. I know some of them real names. You know some of these guys that be in your comment section typing? Yep, we actually know their names. And it's kind of funny that they type these comments and they think that they're protected because they're leaving anonymous comments. But see, if you leave enough comments and if you do enough, you can find anything. Ask Tito Garcia. Ask Tito Garcia how Tito found all that information. Trust me, it's not that hard. My name, Coach Sheldon Harrison. Everybody know my name. You can look it up. I mean, I'm sure people have. His name Tito Garcia. That's his name. But see, the thing of it is, y'all, is that these dudes think, man, that they're going to keep doing the same thing. I'm not one to go and destroy somebody's life. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to put somebody information up. I ain't going to do that either. Now, I'm not going to do it, but there are people that will do it. And you guys got to understand. So y'all need to be real careful who y'all attack. Y'all got to be real careful who y'all try to troll, because I'm telling you, that might just be that crazy person who take it to the next level. It might be that crazy person who will go look up your stuff. It might be that crazy person who will come and torment your family. It might be that crazy person that will come and find you. You see, I don't think some of you dudes understand. But see, it got real hot when Tito Garcia was getting all y'all information. Trust me. And trust me, that's only one person that y'all know about. He got Resident Evil information. He got a whole lot more people information. Trust me. Trust me. When I tell you Tito Garcia got information out the wazoo on a lot of y'all dudes that be making these little stupid comments, I can pretty much tell you right now, you really don't want to know. And y'all are starting something. See, y'all are starting, but y'all are messing with the people you think are susceptible. You know, a couple of y'all, you know, y'all try something here and there. Y'all will try it. But see, what's happening in the LDBC is pretty much, man, is here to stay. And the LDBC, man, you know, you even see some of the brutal interviews that 78 giving, man. I mean, good interview, man. That interview that he gave to Arrayas, that interview was, that thing was point blank beautiful. Yeah, the rest of us are stepping our game up. Trust me. The coach finna get into the interviewing arena. But see, everything's starting to happen in this LDBC. Everything. And you guys, y'all just don't like it. So you try to attack somebody like the boxing librarian. He done already told y'all, let's go. He done told y'all, come on, let's put the gloves on and let's have a debate. But y'all don't want to do that. See, y'all don't want to do that. Dealtown said, let's have a debate. Y'all don't want to do that. Blood said, let's have a debate, but y'all don't want to do that. You see, y'all would rather somebody, and then y'all play victim. Now, see, when somebody like Tito or you know, somebody come out with all your information, every last bit of information, there's some of you dudes, honestly, I just shake my head. Some of you dudes got records, man, and y'all done some stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all done some stuff. Some of you over here cheating on your wives. Some of you got bad relationships with your kids. And I even spout that out to y'all, and y'all wonder how I know that. Because I done seen some of y'all. I done seen some of y'all prison records because you ain't paying child support. Listen, y'all need to probably go ahead and cut it out. If you're going to talk boxing, let's talk boxing. If you want to talk junk, then debate. But don't sit back, man, and start trying to call people racist. Man, y'all got to knock it off. Because y'all coming at the boxing librarian, and I'm telling y'all, it's probably going to have to stop, because I'm telling y'all going to send the person into another mode. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, because that's not my style. But I'm saying you guys are going to send somebody into that mode where they're going to do whatever they can to seek and destroy you. And that's just the way that is.